Alrighty guys, I'm going to show you how to install a 3.5 pound trigger connector on my Glock 27. Should be the same procedure for all Glocks. Got this from Cheaper Than Dirt. It was like, I think 10 bucks plus shipping, but I shipped a bunch of other stuff. So yeah, I'm going to install it now. You're going to need a punch. I don't have a brass punch yet, but you're going to need a punch, potentially a flathead thin screwdriver. It's just nice to have. So, take down the Glock. It's unloaded, blah blah blah. Alright. My Glock is apart. Alright, now the first thing you have to do is get right, see if I can get that to zoom on the right spot. Yeah, there we go. Right there, there's a little pin. You can completely take down the whole Glock by popping out all the pins and stuff, but I'm going to show you how to do it without having to take everything down. So you've got that pin right there. I have a little screwdriver with a very tiny little star head on it. I need to get a set of punches, but I don't have any, and I want to put this in. So put that in. This is a two-tool process if you don't have the right tools. For me, at least, if these are the tools you're using. So I've got that. I popped the pin. You can see it's sticking out, but it's kind of slippery, hard to get out. So then I've got my other punch. Oops, wrong way. There. Got my other punch, and I'm just going to put it through. Make sure you don't lose that little pin, because it's what holds. Yeah, that's what it is. Just a little tiny pin. So we got that. Set it down. Now that frees up your whole assembly back here. What you can do to pop this up is just pull up on that. Kind of pulls up. And then just rotate it to the side a little bit. And there is your trigger connector. And what I do is, some people won't do this because you're putting metal on plastic and metal on metal and they'll scuff it and whatnot, but I take my screwdriver, I get it just under there, and I just kind of twist it to pop it up a little bit, and I put it in more, and I just start it like that. From there you can take your fingers and pull it out. I'll show you the comparison between the two. One's just a little thinner, and the angles are different, I think. I guess I'm not entirely sure what makes it 3.5 compared, but I think it has to do with the angle of that right up there. But that's pretty much the only difference. I might pull this back out and then polish it just to make it smooth with some metal polish. I already did that with this. If you look up Glock 3.5 pound, or if you look up Glock 25-cent trigger job, they'll show you how to polish specific pieces of metal and make your trigger a little smoother than what they are, so it's not quite so stapley. So then you just reverse the process pretty much. Put this back in there. Easiest way is to make sure you pop it underneath that, otherwise it's a pain. It's hard to do this behind a camera. I'm not very good at my camera skills. I did have to bend mine a little bit. I had to put it in a vise, my trigger connector, because it was, actually I'll just show you real quick. Instead of it being flat like that, it was actually curving upwards. And so I installed it the first time, and my Glock was getting hung up on that. So I clamped that in a vise, and I kind of just bent it straight. So now it doesn't do that. And back to installing. There's a little tiny hole right there, a little slot that the butt part goes in. So you just slide it into that and then push it in. Fumble with it for a little bit. Alright, there we go. And you want it to be as far in as possible. Background's taking this out of focus. There. So I've got it in. See how it still kind of slopes upward, but not as much as it before, and it works. And then before you slide it back in, you want to make sure that that little cross piece up there, there's a little slot on this metal, or this plastic piece. I'm going to make sure that's in that, otherwise it's not going to function properly. So, after I wiggle it just a little bit, god damn it, I am struggling with this, there we go. Then you just kind of seat it back in there, and it should be ready to install the pin, which I can put in with my fingertips. No tool necessary for that. And then can just attach the slide. Ah, shit. Ah, come on. I'm going to have to redo this whole damn video just because I'm an idiot and my shit's not working for me. So I might as well just stop doing this right now. Or I could just not be an idiot. There we go. And then dry fire it. And to be honest, I can barely tell any difference. But there's a slight difference. It breaks at a different spot. This had snap cap in it. So alright. So it appears that I have it all working and functional. I have to take it to the range to make sure it is. But yeah, that's how you easily install a easily. I made it look like it was harder than what it was because I'm an idiot. But that's how you do it. So yeah, hopefully it helps somebody out there. Thank you. Bye.